Act as if nothing bothers you. The more you reveal your pain, the more people may want to hurt you. Although it does not always happen, it is common for some people to take pleasure in seeing you suffer or even contribute to it happening or worsening. This behavior of sadism and envy is unfortunately present in many and can indeed hinder your personal growth in various fields of life, be it at work, in a circle of friends, or even in the family. Therefore, learning not to show your weak point can end up becoming your strong point. Imagine yourself as a tree in the midst of a storm. The leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, but the trunk remains solid, deeply rooted in the earth. This is the portrait of silent resilience that we are going to teach here. We will talk about how you can be even stronger if you show that you are not easily affected by external issues, where each challenge teaches you to be like the tree by acting as if nothing bothers you. You are not denying the storm, but choosing not to let the rain soak you and the wind knock you down. You will be learning to be the master of your own fate, firm, strong, and serene in a sea of chaos. In this video, we will talk about 18 Stoic principles of Epictetus, a great and renowned philosopher you have probably already heard of. In addition, I invite you to self-knowledge where strength does not come from the noise of thunder, but from the silence of the light that illuminates the path. Therefore, in the next few minutes, focus on the content and not on daily distractions. Let's go. Principle number 1. Listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever thought about why nature gave us 2 ears but only 1 mouth? There is no error or coincidence in this, but rather a clear purpose behind this reality, not to fall in love with our voice as much as we are called to fall in love with the voice of others. It is by learning from others that we advance in life, not by repeating our own speech over and over again. So from today, start paying more attention to what people around you say and less to what you have been upholding until now. Listening twice as much as you speak is a powerful reminder of the importance of humility and empathy. In a world where everyone is vying to be heard, those who truly listen stand out. By embracing this principle, you not only honor the voices of others, but also gain invaluable insights and wisdom. As Epictetus suggests, let us open our ears before we open our mouths, for in the symphony of life, every voice has a melody worth hearing. Principle number 2. Expecting the worst. This may seem pessimistic at first glance, but it's a pragmatic approach to managing anxiety and adversity. By mentally preparing for challenges, we steel ourselves against the shock of disappointment and cultivate the resilience needed to weather life's storms. Remember, it's not about dwelling in fear, but about facing reality with courage and equanimity. As the saying goes, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and embrace whatever comes your way. Principle number 3. Embracing failure as a catalyst for growth is perhaps one of the most liberating mindsets we can adopt. Instead of fearing failure, let us welcome it as a sign of our willingness to stretch beyond our comfort zones and push the boundaries of what is possible. As Epictetus teaches us, true progress often emerges from the ashes of our setbacks. So let us not be afraid to stumble, for with each fall, we rise stronger and wiser than before. In the journey of life, these principles serve as guiding lights, illuminating our path with wisdom and resilience. Let us embrace them wholeheartedly, for in their essence lies the secret to mastering the art of living. As Epictetus reminds us, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. So let us adapt, let us evolve, and let us thrive, for the journey ahead is as vast as it is beautiful. Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying our video, if you find value within it, please subscribe and like. It is free for you, but algorithm love it. Let's continue our journey. Principle number 4. Beware the perils of fortune. As we chase after wealth and success, it's crucial to recognize the hidden dangers that accompany them. It's not just about the opportunists who suddenly emerge, feigning friendship to exploit our newfound fortune. Money possesses a peculiar power. It has the ability to transform both individuals and societies. Yet, this transformation isn't always for the better. Once we amass wealth, we may find ourselves confronting aspects of our character we never knew existed. Our moral compass may waver, and our values may erode beneath the weight of material abundance. As the renowned philosopher Epictetus astutely observed, it is the power of money that often corrupts the soul, for it blinds us to the true riches of life, love, compassion, and integrity. Indeed, our pursuit of fortune must be tempered by a steadfast commitment to moral principles, lest we lose ourselves in the pursuit of worldly treasures. Principle number 5. Embrace the diversity of hope. In our quest for success, it's tempting to pin all our aspirations on a single dream. However, Epictetus reminds us of the folly of such a singular focus. Instead, he encourages us to embrace the richness of diversity in our hopes and aspirations. Just as a garden flourishes with a variety of flowers, so too does our journey in life thrive when nourished by a multitude of dreams. In the words of the wise philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson, dare to live the life you have dreamed for yourself. Go forward and make your dreams come true. By pursuing multiple dreams, we not only expand our horizons, but also increase our resilience in the face of adversity. For when one path falters, another emerges to guide us toward our destiny. Principle number 6. Embrace the reality of mortality. It's not about dwelling on doom and gloom, but rather about embracing the finite nature of our existence. Death, as Epictetus reminds us, is the inevitable conclusion to our journey. It's not meant to instill fear, but rather to inspire reflection. When we acknowledge the certainty of our eventual departure from this world, we're prompted to reevaluate our priorities and choices. Consider this: just as we meticulously pack our essentials like our phone, credit cards, and toothbrush for our daily adventures, so too should we carry a mental toolkit of principles to navigate life's uncertainties. Epictetus suggests engraving these stoic principles into our consciousness. By doing so, we transform setbacks into opportunities for growth and gain a clearer perspective on the preciousness of time. Principle number 7. Discover the wealth of a contented spirit. In a world obsessed with material gain, Epictetus offers a radical redefinition of true prosperity. It's not about accumulating wealth or possessions, but about finding fulfillment in the abundance of what we already possess. As he wisely noted, a wise man is one who does not fret over the things he does not have, but rejoices in those he does have. This profound insight challenges us to shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. Instead of chasing after elusive dreams or comparing ourselves to others, let us pause and appreciate the blessings that surround us. When we cultivate gratitude for the present moment and the achievements we've already made, we tap into a wellspring of happiness that transcends material wealth. In the words of Epictetus, true wealth lies not in the accumulation of riches, but in the richness of our inner contentment. By embracing this philosophy, we liberate ourselves from the endless pursuit of external validation and discover the true treasures that lie within. For indeed, a person who finds joy in the simple pleasures of life is richer than any king with a vault of gold. Principle número 8. Embrace humility. If there's one trait that Epictetus holds in high regard, it's humility. This principle urges us to incorporate humility into every facet of our lives, especially when it comes to learning and growth. As Epictetus wisely observed, if you really want to learn something, it is essential that a person learns what they believe they already know. In essence, humility opens the door to true understanding. When we approach life with a humble mindset, we recognize that there's always more to learn, even in areas where we think we have expertise. Rather than boasting about our knowledge, humility allows us to acknowledge our limitations and approach every situation with a sense of curiosity and openness. As we navigate through life, clinging to the pride of our own knowledge only serves to distance us from authentic wisdom. True learning arises from the recognition that we are, in many ways, ignorant about what we seek to understand. By embracing humility, we adopt the perspective of a child, eager to explore the world with wonder and a genuine desire to learn. In the words of Epictetus, we will look at everything through the eyes of a child, which harbor as much capacity for wonder as they do a desire to learn. Let us, therefore, cultivate humility as a guiding principle on our journey of personal and intellectual growth. For it is through humility that we unlock the doors to profound wisdom and insight, paving the way for true enlightenment. Principle number 9. Reject the chains of guilt. In the eyes of Epictetus, guilt is nothing short of a plague poisoning our minds and souls. While narrow-minded individuals may seek to assign blame externally, and ordinary folk may turn their guilt inward, Epictetus challenges us to see guilt for what it truly is: foolishness. Thanks to his profound insight, therapists today are reevaluating their approach to guilt, recognizing it as a destructive force to be eradicated from our lives. Instead of succumbing to its grasp, we're urged to take a stand against it. As Epictetus astutely observed, the only way to win the competition against guilt is to refuse to play with it. However, this is easier said than done. Blaming others or ourselves may seem like the path of least resistance, absolving us of the responsibility to correct our mistakes. Yet, Epictetus reminds us that true strength lies in taking ownership of our actions, even in the face of adversity. Indeed, overcoming guilt requires unwavering determination and a firm commitment to self-improvement. Only those who possess the courage to confront their mistakes head-on can transcend the shackles of guilt and emerge stronger and more resilient on the other side. In the words of Epictetus, only those driven by a firm determination to overcome are capable of avoiding guilt and still manage to take responsibility for their actions. Let us, therefore, heed his wisdom and strive to live lives free from the burden of guilt, embracing responsibility as the cornerstone of our growth and development. Principle number 10. Cultivate positive alliances. Epictetus imparts a valuable lesson on the significance of the company we keep. He astutely observes the curious phenomenon wherein we swiftly distance ourselves from someone who sneezes, fearing contagion, yet often fail to exercise the same caution regarding the negative influences we encounter daily. In light of this, Epictetus offers sage advice: surround ourselves with people who inspire us to be our best selves. Indeed, the behavior of those around us profoundly impacts our mindset and outlook on life. Some individuals drain our energy and cast a shadow over our days, while others infuse us with joy and vitality. Therefore, one of the wisest decisions we can make is to align ourselves with individuals who radiate positivity and good vibes. By consciously choosing our companions, we create an environment conducive to growth and happiness. Conversely, it's essential to bid farewell to those who possess the power to darken our days and dampen our spirits. Principle number 11. Harness the power of your reactions. Epictetus emphasizes the pivotal role our reactions play in shaping our destiny. He cautions against underestimating the significance of our responses, as they ultimately determine our success or failure in life's endeavors. In his unequivocal wisdom, Epictetus teaches us that while we may not have control over external circumstances, we do possess agency over our reactions to them. Misfortune may befall any of us, but it is our response to adversity that sets the course for our future. For some, a divorce may signal a descent into despair and victimhood. Yet, for Epictetus, it represents a golden opportunity for self-discovery and personal growth. Thus, we are reminded that life is not defined by the events that occur, but rather by how we choose to navigate them. In the immortal words of Epictetus, your life is not what happens to you, but what you do with it. Let us heed this profound insight and approach life's challenges with resilience, courage, and a steadfast determination to forge our own path to fulfillment and success. Principle number 12. Embrace your responsibilities. Epictetus imparts timeless wisdom regarding the importance of fulfilling our duties without seeking external validation or praise. Just as the sun rises each morning without the need for applause or encouragement, so too must we diligently carry out our responsibilities in society and the world. In his analogy, Epictetus reminds us that every aspect of nature dutifully performs its role, contributing to the harmonious functioning of the environment. Similarly, we are called upon to fulfill our obligations without hesitation or expectation of recognition. Waiting for external validation before taking action not only fails to serve the greater good, but also diminishes our own sense of purpose and fulfillment. By understanding our tasks and recognizing the dependence others may have on them, we acknowledge our moral duty to act. Therefore, let us heed Epictetus's teachings and embrace our responsibilities wholeheartedly, driven by a sense of duty rather than the desire for praise or reward. In doing so, we honor not only the communities to which we belong but also ourselves, fulfilling our potential as contributors to the greater good. Principle number 13. Rise above hatred. Epictetus teaches us a profound lesson about dealing with those who harbor hate or criticism towards us. Instead of allowing ourselves to be consumed by negativity, we are encouraged to rise above it and ignore those who seek to bring us down. In his wise words, Epictetus reminds us of our inherent superiority over those who criticize, despise, or discriminate against us. Rather than wasting our precious time and energy on hating them, we should simply disregard their presence in our lives. It is emphasized that fear should not be directed towards those who seek to harm us, as their actions are merely attempts to inflict damage. By ignoring their negativity and becoming immune to it, we can maintain our peace of mind and focus on more positive endeavors. Principle número 14. Imbra simplicity. Epictetus advocates for the value of simplicity in a world often consumed by excess and luxury. Despite the allure of material wealth and extravagance, he reminds us that true wealth does not lie in possessions, but in living a life free from the burdens of excessive consumption. By choosing a simpler lifestyle, we liberate ourselves from the constant pressure of financial obligations and the pursuit of material goods. Rather than being enslaved by the demands of bills, loans, and credit cards, we find freedom in embracing a life of frugality and contentment. Epictetus underscores the notion that wealth requires constant commitment and energy to maintain, whereas simplicity offers liberation from such burdens. By prioritizing simplicity over extravagance, we pave the way for a more fulfilling and balanced existence, unencumbered by the trappings of materialism. Principle number 15. Master your emotions. Epictetus imparts invaluable wisdom on mastering our emotions and taking control of our lives. He reminds us that allowing the comments and attitudes of others to disturb us relinquishes our power and autonomy, effectively making those individuals our masters. However, Epictetus emphasizes that no one can make us feel anger or distress without our consent. He highlights the importance of recognizing the keys within us that lead either to happiness or emotional ruin. By refusing to be affected by the negativity of others, we assert our independence and safeguard our inner peace. The solution, according to Epictetus, lies in erecting a barrier that shields us from the influence of external attitudes. By realizing that we alone control our reactions and emotions, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Principle number 16. Cherish true friendship. In a world often fixated on material wealth, Epictetus extols the incomparable value of genuine friendships. He reminds us that true wealth lies not in possessions, but in the loyal support of friends who stand by us through thick and thin. Epictetus urges us to prioritize the cultivation of authentic friendships, recognizing them as invaluable assets that endure even when material fortune fades. By investing in meaningful relationships built on trust and mutual respect, we lay the foundation for enduring happiness and fulfillment. Principle number 17. Seize opportunities for growth. Epictetus advocates for a proactive mindset that seeks to extract benefit from every situation, regardless of its initial appearance. He emphasizes the importance of recognizing and capitalizing on opportunities for personal and professional advancement. Rather than succumbing to despair or bitterness in the face of adversity, Epictetus encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By embracing a positive outlook and seizing the potential for learning and development, we propel ourselves towards success and fulfillment. Principle number 18. Focus on what you can control. Epictetus implores us to release worry and bitterness over circumstances beyond our control, recognizing that such emotions only serve to waste valuable time and energy. He reminds us that while we may influence our opinions and actions, external factors like reputation and material success are ultimately beyond our grasp. Instead of fixating on outcomes we cannot change, Epictetus urges us to focus on cultivating virtues and values within our control. By embracing Stoic principles and applying them to our daily lives, we can navigate adversity with resilience and grace, moving forward with purpose and determination. I hope you liked the video. Implement these in your life. Be strong and masculine. In this era of automation, I think masculinity becoming rare and rare. Subscribe if you agree.